It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jared Goff,
Machiavelli,
Chicago Bears,
relax.
taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it.
Murray on the keeper. First and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be second and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive.
Boy.
Came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Oh, shit.
Now Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Goff. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 21 carries, 113 yards. On 2nd and 7, Goff.
And the way they ran the ball,
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Justin Madubuike. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Enough takes to start you out a good
What?
time. Quite like a big loss.
Machiavelli, go in your room, bro.
At a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down. And bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Bears 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football, but, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s?
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
From the gun, it's a run for Camaro. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Bears 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people, they're allowed to be no less than...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Goff on first down. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. Short throw to Disley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Disley. Out of bounds at the 27.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
And a yard.
On second down, here's the option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Van Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Lining up for the point.
Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, here's Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the pressure will bring him down. Here, the Cardinals get home for the sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And this a quick slant to Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And he's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Justin Madubuike picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. To the air again. Goff. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 19.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. N'Keal Harry, a touchdown reception. Another game of interest in the AFC East has us checking in on the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Auden Tate, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Falcons still...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He'll return it from the 6. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Now Murray off play action.
Arizona.
Wide open receiver complete. 20.
They're not even trying to do
Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, 73 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Goff, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's into the clear. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to go, hey, we're good. We're good. One interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They toss it out right to Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On the return, it's Coates. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Goff's pass complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Brown in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
To number 28.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slow lead. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Tackled at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Goff on the option. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Good. Makes the score Bears 34.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 23-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
To kick off.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Johnson again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 8. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
And there it is. Symbol taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game at the